can't tell, but this is actually the best room as far as pet stains go. This is all pet urine right here. Almost every step I take is actually a pet urine spot. It's on the stairway and a room downstairs as well. I did suggest replacement, and they are going to be doing that very soon. It's just they want it clean for now until they get to that transition. So I'm going to work my magic. We are not doing any pet treatment at all. They asked just for the cleaning. So what I did is I boosted my pre-spray. I'm using an enzyme-based pre-spray, so it's going to help. I cannot guarantee any odor removal on this one, just because it is at that point where it needs to be replaced. So I'm going to use some of my strongest stuff outside of the pet treatment to get this the best I possibly can, and then rinse it really well, extract really well, and I'm hoping I'll make a nice change, even though we're not doing the full treatment. So after I took my first look, as you guys can tell, I immediately suggested replacement and made no guarantees. But like I said, they plan on getting rid of it here fairly soon, but just want me to get it as clean as possible for the time being. Carpet is definitely not salvageable, but I can understand. You got to do what you got to do, and I'm just glad I can at least help make it better. But yes, it should be ripped out. And yes, unless they asked me to specifically, my first thing was to decline because it needs to be torn out. But then they told me how soon it was going to be done, and that they just got to do something to get by. But I don't want to flat out decline somebody, if they're like in need and I have a way to help, well then that's what I want to do. You just got to be firm, and say, I can't make guarantees. This is carpet cleaning, and I can't restore something in this condition. So you just have to be firm and let them know, like, I will do what I can, and I'm happy to help, but I can't make any guarantees. I can only do what I can do to improve it at this state. So as long as they're okay with that, then, by all means do the work. But if they are expecting, have unreasonable expectations, then I would just completely pass. I've actually had a handful of clients. Carpets weren't in that bad of shape. I mean, they were dirty and they were worn and stuff, and they told me before I even start, I expect it to look new when you're done. And I tell them, like, that's not possible. Even if it's fairly new carpet, first year, couple years, you can't give somebody brand new carpet. You can give somebody like new carpet, but you cannot guarantee somebody they're going to have a brand new carpet when you're done, because there's natural wear in the carpet. There could be some permanent stains that won't come out. I can work magic, but I can't work miracles. And that's just something that's not feasible. So set expectations, tell them what you can do to help, and more times than not, people are going to be grateful that you made suggestions. So I priced this out like if I was going to do a full pet treatment, and then I told her to price without. And then I also offered a pet stain bottle sprayer that she can use on her own. So if another pet accident happens, she has a way to deal with it right as it happens, meaning it won't be as big of a problem. I don't know how busy they are. We just gotta do what we can to help each other out, and hopefully it'll set them on the right path, and we'll get everything situated for them so they can be happy with the work you've done, and then you can maybe educate them a little bit on what to do to make things easier on them. So all I got left is the hallway here and then the stairs. Surprisingly, in most of the areas I can smell my rinse over the pet urine odors. For the carpet cleaners out there, I'm running like 3.5 GPH on the rinse, so a little heavy. This one says for average, we'll do like 2.5 to, or 2 to probably 2.5. So put it a little bit higher, because it definitely will benefit this one. It is an acid rinse because of the abundance of pet urine. I'm hoping this is going to at least make it smell a little bit better in the house, but ultimately, like I said, it needs to be ripped out. Padding and carpet. And check the subfloor to make sure it hasn't damaged the subfloor, because you can put new carpet in, new pad in, and still have the odor. I've had a client do that when we suggested like pulling out the tack strips around the sides. They didn't do that, and the tack strips were hit with a lot of pet urine. So they put brand new carpet and pad in their house, and it still smelled like urine. It's exposed wood, it's going to absorb it. Next to the little landing on the stairs, I think this area that got hit the hardest. It's discolored, there's no bringing it back. The other thing I'm doing is I'm running straight 2-inch hose all the way, including my filter, which has got two 2-inch hoses run into the back of it, and then the 2-inch from the front all the way to the wand. I want maximum strength for this job. See what kind of wonderful water we got today. Oh yeah, that's pretty gross. Brown with a yellow hue. Surprisingly, that job didn't smell like pee after I was done. The rinse I used had a strong enough scent to, I'm just going to say mask it, because it really needed a pet treatment. Forgot to show you guys earlier, but that's what was in the vacuum after that job. Now let's take a look at what's in the filter. Good grief. Yep. Not surprised. Not surprised. Some Orbeez or whatever those things are called. Ugh. Yep, that one was a doozy. Hope you like this one, guys. Till next time.